KSI's manager, Keemstar, and Wade all talk about why Deji won't be on the prime card and potentially Jarvis versus Austin McBroom. So here's the full Twitter space.
The fight. You've got all the British, all the UK Fury fans gonna watch the fight. You've got the MMA community gonna watch the fight. You've got a whole lot of eyeballs that have never seen Misfits boxing before gonna watch. So I want to put my best foot forward and grow our company and grow the attention that all of these guys have. This is the big stage. This is the card that everybody wants to be on to display and showcase their talent. Because if I'm watching as a casual fan who doesn't really know Misfits boxing, if I'm a Tommy Fury fan, if I'm a fan of Dylan Dennis or a fan of MMA that wants to see Dylan Dennis get beat up or any of that stuff, I'm gonna watch this and see King Kenny versus AT and think, holy shit, some of these guys are pretty damn good, and the other fights, obviously, potentially, um, you guys know, some of the biggest names. They're all gonna be on here. And if I'm watching that card, I'm now a new fan of Misfits boxing. Wow, this is entertaining. This is cool. These guys put on exciting shows. So to me, it's the opportunity for them as well as myself and the rest of the team to put on the best show possible. But we don't need it in terms of numbers and profit and pay-per-view buys. It's not going to add a significant amount of extra buys.
100%. Hey, before we go to Paul, yo, man, I have a question. How many influencers has DM'd you and say, "Can I be on the Prime card?" You don't gotta say names though.
Everyone, not just influencers, just everyone.
Damn, crazy. 100%. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah. I just want to say, let's keep it
Yo,
real.
man,
Who wants to see Jarvis?
Bro, this card's gonna be crazy, bro.
Yo, Fozzie, stop cutting niggas off.
Yo, who would rather see Jarvis at a press conference than Anthony Taylor? Let's be real.
Jarvis is a great content creator too. If he puts his time and energy into it, that's why he amassed a following. He's got his charm as well. But I think let's build his potential, let's fulfill his potential by giving him more evenly matched fights. Him against McBroom is the perfect fight. It really is. There's a story there.
like that.
They dislike each other in real life. They don't like each other. They had the social gloves history between them, and both of them lost to Gibb. So that was their last fight. A loss to Gibb.
And also with everyone who is complaining about Anthony, and full disclosure, I work with Anthony. But you guys got to realize, still, no matter what, in MMA he was fighting at 145 and 155. So regardless, he's always fighting bigger dudes. That's not in real boxing, that never happens. He's fighting 40, 30 pounds heavier than he fights in MMA. That's not realistic at all in real boxing.
Anthony has one of the biggest ranges of weight that I've seen.
Imagine if you put him against a I don't know, I forgot what weight class you guys are doing specifically, but say it was in the super welterweight, 154 or 147.
Yeah, Anthony, you can make that weight. You've done it before.
I said I can make as low as 145, possibly 145 to fight Wally Sharks. That's the lowest I could probably go, but I would need 3 months to get down there.
Well, I'll tell you guys this. No matter what, Anthony is going to be on this card. He's earned it, and my word means everything, and I gave him my word that he would be on this card from a long time ago, and the reason I did is because he earned it. He earned his spot here. So definitely would be disrespectful to just take someone who's never. I'm not calling anyone an outsider because one fight in and you're a misfit, and we grow together, and it's awesome. It's not like I'm against anyone and the potential they have on the platform, but AT's been here from the start. I loved to party back then.
Everyone is already switching up on Mams Taylor, but that's kind of this guy. He's a man of his words. He got these two KSI meat riders, a KSI fall. He's a man of his words,
Yo, Wayne, chill out, bro.
Yo, Mams, question. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it. I know that the Jarvis and Austin fight makes a lot of sense. Is Deji doing anything on the Prime card?
I think Liam said it today that it's not. Deji's unlikely to be on the prime card.
Damn. Would it make sense to do a Jarvis and Deji fight on the
I
prime
don't.
card?
I think Deji specifically
He wants Wenderson.
he wants Bryce, Winderson, and maybe Wasabi after that.
Okay.
Nice.
Easy
That
fights.
that is like, if you're looking at the slow, quote unquote, slow build, Deji is the slow build. That is like boxing rehabilitation in real time as far as like the career trajectory for Deji.
Is
And I
it a
don't think
build
it's a
though,
bad
Wade?
thing.
Is it a build if he says he's gonna do 3 more fights and he's leaving? Like, I don't think it's a build. I think
he
No,
might.
he didn't say he's leaving. He just said that's his next 3 fights that he's interested in. Unless it's like a big celebrity or something like that. He's down for that. Like if it was Liam Payne or something, he'd be down. But this is the thing about Deji. I really believe that if he put 100% commitment into this, he could be twice as good as he is, 3 times as good as he is. You know, I don't think he, as talented as he is, I don't think he fulfills his potential.
33.
Okay, and look, for a guy who's been fighting for that long, at 34, 33, that's not young for a fighter, you know, and going out and partying and having a great time is fine, but it's very difficult to recover at the rate you do when you're 19, 18 years old, when you're
Or
22
even just
years old.
having commitments, even just having, business, family, kids, wife, like those things that, like, it doesn't get talked about as much because it's not as, glamorous as the cocaine and the drinking and the allegations and all that stuff with Connor. But just having other things that aren't fighting that you have to dedicate responsibility and time to, that's the toughest part of this.
Well, I
100.
mean,
He couldn't be as active, but you even hear it in his words. He goes, I want to be more active. He knows what it takes. He understands what it is. He's done it. It's just the commitment to do it. Is it still there on the daily, like, ins and outs basis? I don't know.
And you have to be, when you're going for these kinds of goals, you have to be ruthless with your time. Ruthless. And it's very difficult to be ruthless when you have a family and when you have other commitments as well. You're absolutely right.
Even in this scene, in this space, like, you have guys that are just now, like KSI's, the Logans, and obviously the big controversy with Logan, but you're just now seeing them somewhat settle down. It'd be unless you're like a family style YouTuber, you can kind of make it work, but this game is tough to have family and to go out and devote more time to. Like, it's ridiculous. I am just always work. This game requires that. And that's just part of it, man.
No, you're right. I mean, I'll be honest. I think even for me, what I do, I work all the time throughout the day until I sleep, but I take gaps where I spend time with my animals for my peace of mind, or, I don't really have time to hang out. I don't have time to, and you can't, you want to be the best in any field, whether it's this or anything. At the end of the day, you got to remember that there's 100 other people in this moment trying to improve themselves in that craft.
100%, my guy. 100%. Hey,
But that's why you got to respect JJ, Jake, Logan, these guys who they don't need to ever fight ever again. They don't need to, but they choose to. Well, maybe Jake needs to a bit more, but you know what I mean. They don't need to fight, and the hunger for JJ, I know, for sure. I speak to him every day. I speak to his coaches every day, and the hunger is there. Once the hunger goes away, I'll be, if JJ asks for a fight and he's not hungry, I'll advise him not to do that. But he's super hungry. He's chasing legacy. It's not a money thing. And I think that having a goal and a purpose and being a goal-oriented person and saying, I want to demolish this guy if I'm fighting him or whatever it is, that kind of attitude, it's not